Precious one, you are welcome once again to our lesson. We are continuing our lesson. We know that marriage is very important, and in our lives, we can't spend the whole life of us being single. So, God intentionally made us so that we should be able to get connected or get bound to the opposite. Then we can reproduce, we can help ourselves, we can share blissful moments, and also we can do so many things together to fulfill the purpose of life. Now, in our previous lesson, we learned about marriage. And this very one, we are continuing the studies of marriage. So this one is number 2. This is marriage 2. You are live or you are watching the True Word channel. The True Word channel is a YouTube channel that brings to you nothing but the truth. I am Eric Badi Boso. We learned in our previous lesson, marriage 1, that there are karmic relationships, and then we also have soulmate relationships. These karmic relationships are relationships that mostly one person loves more than the other. And when such happens, the one who loves most becomes the slave or the burden bearer to the relationship or marriage. Unlike the soulmate relationship, which both parties are ready, both parties vibrate at a higher level, both parties has work on themselves, both parties has really know what they want and they go for it, and you see that such relationships work perfectly because the woman pours into the man's cup and the man also pours into the woman's cup. The regulation that has that marriage or relationship have to ride on, which is man, or the commandment which God has ordained, that man must love the wife and woman must also respect the man. It exists in a soulmate relationships, but in a karmic relationship, this particular commandment doesn't fulfill. Mostly one person does his part and then the other person refuses to do his or her part, and therefore it doesn't lead to a successful marriage. Now, we also learned that in the karmic relationships, it is believed that one complete soul has been separated or has been splitted or divided into two. And those that split or those two people, one person has put in the work and the other has not. Or in other words, or in other occasions, both of them might not put in the work. And the work is you have to get rid of so many things that does not serve you at your highest self. If you are a liar, if you are a cheat, if you are unfaithful, if you are unrighteous, if you still have it yourself, selfish, self alone, you are not open to your partner, There are so many things. You are ungodly, you are still worshiping idols, you are still harboring um, witchcraft, darkness within you, powers of darkness, magics, and so many things within you. You are not working on yourself because you didn't get rid of all those things. And if you don't get rid of all those things, your partner who is genuine, who has gotten rid of all those things, is ready to love you genuinely, will have to be suffering, while the one who has not do the work, who has not get rid of all those things, will still have to be dragging the energy, the strength, the time, and everything of the genuine one. Now, if both of them are able to do this work, leave everything behind, wake up from the ashes, and see themselves to eyeball, and be able to speak directly, be able to communicate, be able to agree, be able to realize that yes, we need to work together and move on and fulfill the commandment that the man must love the woman and the woman must also respect the man. Then they are on the way to a soulmate connection, which will lead to a successful marriage. So, in our previous lesson, we learned that in karmic relationships, which is a split soul relationships, it doesn't work perfectly because one person, or there is a generational curse. Both parties can be going through a generational cycle, a karmic cycle, and that cycle is where we have to get rid of everything. We have to sacrifice, get rid of everything, go through the hard way, and become a better version of ourselves. Then we can be able to meet, love, and then move on. But if we refuse to put in the work, that is where we are still going around the curses, going around everything that is a burden in our past life. Because if we didn't get rid of sin, we didn't get rid of unfaithfulness and righteousness, that is the work. If we are not able to do those works, then the blessing we expect to will not come. Healing, God heals everybody anytime. But if we didn't get rid of cheating in our relationships, if we didn't get rid of lying, if we didn't get rid of unfaithfulness, unrighteousness, and all sort of dirty things in our relationships, God cannot heal us. The blessings that are generational, which is in our families, in our bloodlines, we cannot get it. We will always be struggling with sicknesses, with diseases, with misfortunes, poverty, negativity, and all that is in the darkness, because we refuse to work on ourselves. So working on ourselves is very, very important. We need to get rid of everything that is killing our body, everything that is destroying our soul, everything that is drawing us lower and lower all the time. If we are still in the lower vibrational world, which is the 3D world, we will not be able to get to the top, to be able to get free, break free from all those sicknesses, the diseases, the poverty, the negativity, and all that. We will not be able to get free from it. But if we are able to do the work, get rid of all those negative energies, jealousy, anger, enviness, and witchcraft, demonic attachments, evil worshippers, darkness, and all those things. We are not able to break free from that. There's no way our life will get better. So today, we are into the business again of looking at marriage number 2. Now, we learned that karmic relationships, which is the split soul relationship or the twin flame relationships are relationship that doesn't end well. And if it continues to marriage, the marriage will not last or it will not reach where it's supposed to get to. So today our concentration is going to be more on narcissist. That's a karmic relationship. Narcissists are the most lower vibrational people. Yeah, so we will talk about karmic relationships. So we have karmic relationships. Karmic relationships don't make better marriage. Now, this karmic relationship, we already learned that there is a complete soul that has been divided into two. So, a complete soul that has been divided into two. And this soul have to go through a cycle or is going through a cycle, a generational curse cycle or a karmic cycle. You know, everything that we do from the beginning of the world to the end of the world or of the end of our lives, we have the cosmic, which records. The universe records everything that we do. So when we come and we live maybe 100 years and we go back, we die and go, the record of our living from the 1 to the 100 years is recorded in Akashi records. We have the universe have a book or a special place that it keeps our information. So every record is being kept there. Now, so when we have the opportunity, maybe there are certain things that we did that we didn't go on well. We didn't do it well. We treated some people badly. We treated some people well. So it is a time when those things we didn't do well, we have been given the opportunity to come back and do it well. And those that we did well, we will receive the blessings for it. So that is the karmic cycle. Now, when we are able to break free from this karmic cycle, then that means we have changed our life. So, in the previous years or in our previous records, if we are a liar or we've been lying to people, this time around we are not going to lie. So, the moment we change from lying to speaking the truth, then that means we break that curse. Now, if we are a cheat in the previous relationship, that is what the universe recorded. If this time around we are no more cheats, we found out that no, cheating become my weak point. So I have to get rid of cheating, then that one also is broken. If you are a liar or any type of unrighteousness or a sin, and it is recorded for us, but then we come back again and we find out that that particular sin or that particular thing becomes our weak point. Then what we do is that well, the moment we find out that that thing becomes our weak point, so we stop, we don't engage ourselves into it again, then that one will also get broken. So after we are able to break free from all those things, then now our generational blessings will begin to follow. That is where the abundance will come because we are able to work on ourselves. This time around, we are not going through the same karmic cycle again. Because when we find ourselves doing the same things that are breaking our spirit, are lowering our vibration, are bringing us down, are making us filthy, then we are still going to the same cycle. We are still living like the way we were in the past records. And it is an opportunity for us to change from the past behaviors and becomes better and live a better life. So, if we found ourselves in a karmic relationship, then that means that we are still going around the same cycle. And the cycle is we refuse to work on ourselves. So, let's say two people, one vibrates higher, and then two vibrates lower. Let's say these two people are getting into marriage. They are in a relationship, and one vibrates higher, which means he has done the work. He gets rid of lying, cheating, all sort of unrighteousness, and all those kind of sin and all those negative behaviors. So his vibration becomes higher. Then there's the other one who does not put in the work, who still continue to lie, to cheat, to do all kind of unrighteousness, and is still living in that. But then the two agree to marry. What happened is when we are going to marry, we don't know the spiritual background of our partners. So since we don't know the spiritual background of our partners, there's going to be possibility that one partner might be ahead of the other in realms of the spirit. One partner might be pure and the other partner might be dirty. So in the previous lesson, we also learned how these two partners, how they can influence each other. Now, the lower vibrational partner, who is the one who is harbored, who does not put in the work and harbors a lot of darkness, a lot of iniquity, a lot of filthiness within him or her. What happened is this partner is connected to the dark world. Mostly they are the narcissists. They are the narcissists. The narcissists are those who vibrate lower because they have a lot of negativity and they project a lot of negative energies. They refuse to live the old life. They refuse to be clean. They refuse to live, break free from all those negativities. So they still living in that. Therefore, their vibration becomes very, very low. And because of that, what happened is most of the narcissists sold their souls to the devil, or they have a contract with the devil, or they are becoming, or they are agents of the devil. That is why when you are going to marry, you have to be very much aware of who you are going to attach yourself to, because it can be possible that the person who is in a lower vibration, who does not want to put in the work, who does not want to leave all the cheating, the lying, the negative activities, might be a narcissist. And if he or she is a narcissist, then that means we must have a demonic attachment, must have something to do with the devil, must have an agent, might be an agent to the devil. This is very, very important. If that is pattern, it is very difficult to find out because they are very septic. They act in a very mild way. They use the act of, and then the spirit of snake. And you know the way snake acts. So you might not know. You might be blinded with love. So you might not know that the person you are sleeping with, you are eating with, you are doing everything with every day, you are going and coming, you might not know that that person possesses a demonic activity in them. What happens is they blind you spiritually, so you might not know. Now, if these two people agree to marry or work in a journey of marriage, what happens is the one in the lower vibration try every means and ways to be able to draw the one in the higher vibrational down or into uh, his or her control. So the narcissist, the one having the demonic attachment, will always try to bring the person who vibrates higher, who is neat and clean, would like to draw this person down to him or her control, so that he or she will rather be controlling the one who loves genuinely, because she know that this person loves him or her genuinely. So he does all kind of things. He becomes or she becomes the controller of the relationship, the leader, because he or she feels that the other party loves him so much. He can't live, he can't do anything without him or her. Because of that, he or she can do anything, and always whatever she will say or he will say, that will be the final decision. And if such things is happening, then you know that this person is having a demonic attachment. And this demonic attachment will eventually, if you are not careful, when you get married, is going to bring you under the demonic control. So what happened when these two, the lower vibrational person, the narcissist, and then the higher vibrational person, who is a divine masculine or a divine being, when they get married, let's see what happens. Now, we know that and also in our previous lesson, we know that marriage is a contract. And spiritually, it has a bond which is difficult to break, because whatever vow you vow is taken seriously in the realm of the spirit. So whatever vow you vow, whatever promise you make, whatever citations you made, it's all recorded in the spiritual realm. And so, if one person, let's say the divine feminine, the divine feminine and then the karmic masculine, the one who does the work, who is plain, who vibrates higher, who is also righteous, is the divine feminine. It can be a woman, it can be a man. And the one who is still going around the whole life, who refuses to change from all the negativities, who having demonic attachment because of the sins that are harbored in him or her, is the karmic masculine. It can be a man or it can be a woman. Now, if these two people agree to marry, one person is genuine, is loving well, the other person is not genuine, is not loving well, what happened is we already know that this karmic masculine becomes is demonically attached. So what happens is when you marry, because marriage becomes a spiritual contract. So when you marry, then now this karmic masculine has the power to control the divine feminine very, very well. So what happened is spiritually when they both mate, like they sleep together, have an affair, this karmic masculine draws any water or any semen that comes out of the divine feminine and then use it to do their own thing in the spirit. Now, what I'm trying to explain is that because this karmic masculine is demonically attached, so the devil uses this karmic masculine to draw the energy of the divine feminine, the one who does the work. So you find out that this divine feminine is trying every day and every night for the relationship to work, is sacrificing, putting in money, doing everything. But the karmic masculine is also having group of witches, coven. They're attached to coven, demons, unclean, unclean spirits, and so on. So this karmic masculine continues to draw the energy of the divine feminine into the coven, because they make, when it happens like that, the narcissists, they mostly have contract with the devil. So since they have contract with the devil, what happens is they draw the energy of the clean soul through sexual intercourse, and then they use it to feed these unclean spirits, the demons, and also the group of witchcraft and the warlocks. So this is why when these two people marry, it is possible that the marriage will not work, because one person is drawing the energy of the other. One person is putting in so much, but the other person is not putting in anything. So this kind of marriage will not work. Physically, you'll see it somehow, but deep within, you will find out that one person is going under pressure. So what happened is they will keep drawing the energy through this karmic masculine. Then also, they can draw the energy to feed a whole community of coven, especially when this divine masculine energy is very high. They can draw through that one person, which is your partner. They can draw a huge amount of energy from this person, from the one who does the work. So sometimes you see that certain marriages go at a young age, it grow very well, but when it gets to the end or it's going to some time, it begin to break down. In the spiritual realm, one partner is drawing the energy of the other. So you have to be very watchful. Now, sometimes the one who does the work, who is in the coven, will sacrifice the divine feminine into the demons. So you can be there and get sick and die in a relationship or in a marriage. They'll try to find out what kill you. So it's just some sickness, and that is it. You are gone. You get married, you are doing very well as a single person. The moment you get married, your everything begin to look bad. Everything begin to go down. Yes, because one party is drawing the energy up to extent of killing you. Because inside this coven, he or she is having a member or members inside the coven that they have been having their affairs, physically and spiritual affairs behind you. So when she's going to cheat, she cheats with the coven members. So they are always enjoying. Now, if you have an enemy or somebody who is also low vibrational, who is also negative, who want to attack you or who want to do something to you in through the spirit without you knowing, what they do is that they will pass through the weaker partner. So since they can, because this karmic masculine is always open to sleep around with any person, any type of person. So if you are not careful, the person who want to attack you will come and start sleeping with your weaker partner. And when they engage into that kind of relationship and they begin to sleep together, then because you are also sleeping with your partner and that person is also sleeping with your partner, so what happens is that it's going to draw through your partner, is going to get to you. So you will be surprised how certain things can easily get to you. It's because your unfaithful partner is sleeping around with bad and wrong and unclean and demonic possessed and dark people. So when that happens, all this community of bad people can get access to you because your partner is not faithful, is not clean, is a member of their group. Now, when family has also seen that you are doing well, you are doing a good job, you are a good person, and then they don't want you to move forward, what they do is that they can push a karmic masculine to you. They can push anybody to come into your life. They can push anybody, this kind of karmic masculine, into your life. So you see a lady doing very well. The moment she marry, her everything, even her physical appearance changes. Everything become bad. It's because the man she married, the man is possible that must be part of a coven. You can see a man, a young man, doing well, very well. The moment he marry, everything begin to go down, or there are a lot of struggle in the relationship or in his life, physical and spiritual attacks, and so on and so forth. So what happened is maybe, or it's possible that the wife or the woman is attached to a coven or demons. So when this thing is happening, everybody can get access to you through your weaker partner. That is why it's very important that two of them must vibrate on a higher level. Two of them must put in the work. Two of them or both of them must agree that we are not going to cheat, we are not going to lie, we are not going to be unrighteous, we are not going to be unfaithful, we are not going to do all unclean things, so that we will be able to be at a higher level, so that the devil do not have access to our unity or our union. So it is also here that when you want to marry, you have to know the background of your partner very, very well before you tie the knot, because marriage is a spiritual contract. It's not a physical contract. We see, fine, it has some physical way, but it is more and intense in the spiritual realm than the physical realm. So be careful. The kind of person you attach yourself to will determine whether your marriage will work or not. And this karmic can also be sleeping around with your family members, with your friends, with people close to you, and they will destroy you. They will do all talk all sort of lies against you because if he's a man, he have to lie to other women before they will agree and make and tarnish your image before they will agree to sleep with him. If it's a woman, she have to say something about you to destroy your image, to make herself available for other people to be able to access her. This one goes beyond family arrangements, beliefs. It goes beyond religion, and also it goes beyond the church. This is purely spiritual. So the church teaches us that we should be righteous, we should be pure, but within there is a darkness that is possibly engaged by one party. So this karmic relationship or this kind of relationship is a karmic relationship. It's not complete. It's a twin flame relationship. It's not complete. So blessings cannot come from here. So if they marry, blessings cannot come out of it. So it is very important that we know the background of our partner before we get engaged, because marriage is a spiritual thing more than the physical thing that we see. Now, this karmic relationships is very, very dangerous because you are in a room, you think your everything is secured, but before you realize, your partner has sold you out to outsiders. It is very pity when you are in a relationship, you think you are doing well, you are loving your partner, but your partner do not love you. She is sleeping behind your back, or he's cheating behind your back. And when such things are happening, it is destroying the good person because they are drawing your energy, they are drawing your everything. Until one day you either drop dead or become useless. And when you become useless, the money is not coming. Everything become break down. The partner who is doing that will still find different people to continue his life or her life with, whilst you are down. Sometimes it is the devil that sends these karmic people into our lives. Sometimes too, your family can set you up with this kind of people to marry you, and they can have so that they can have access to you. Don't forget, the devil always want to have access to you. So you look for somebody who is weak to be able to get that access to you. So that is why this kind of weaker partner have to come. So when you are going to choose, when you know you are not a cheat, don't go and choose a cheater. If you know you are not a liar, you are with God, you are divinely chosen or protected, don't go in for somebody in the world. Make sure you know their background very, very well before tidying it with them. Otherwise, you have yourself to blame. So this is one way the devil uses to draw people, very good people, down. So brothers and sisters, let us take note so that When we are in our good faith, we are serving God, we are righteous, we should also pick somebody who is also having good heart, who is also righteous, who does not find himself or herself alone, but will always like to pour into your cup, just as you also pour into him or her cup. Do not just pick anybody because of their physical look or their physical appearance. Don't pick somebody because of their material possessions. It will not end successfully. Pick somebody who, irrespective of material and physical look, is also very good inside and also want you to succeed, want good for you and for both of you, but not somebody who will always want for herself. Somebody who always look for validations outside your unity or your union is not the right partner for you. Thank you very much. And this brings us to the end of marriage 2. Keep the conversation going on. As God willing, we'll continue the studies and possibly be able to bring it to an end. Then we'll be able to know what the industry of marriage tells about. Thank you very much.